Hello, fellow hominids. Jamie is killing mookins in World of Warcraft, so if you can hear weird noises in the background. It would seem that for some reason I need to give some definitions of words. Recently on one of my videos, someone has obviously taken offense to my use of the word ignorant and ignorance. You're ignorant! You're arrogant! Yeah. So what I really wanted to do is well, I'm just going to go to the dictionary definition, because my definition of a word, it doesn't really count, right? So I'll give the dictionary definition, and then I'll talk about why I use it and what it means to me. Okay, so the word ignorance is a noun, and it means the condition of being ignorant, lack of knowledge or learning. And number two, the condition of being uninformed or unaware. So some of the other words that would be the same as ignorance would be innocence, obliviousness, unawareness, unconsciousness, unfamiliarity. You know, so a lot of people take this word to mean, like, I don't know, like you have a birth defect. Like ignorance, like everyone is ignorant of some things, right? The kind of ignorance I'm talking about is willful ignorance. That is the kind of ignorance I have a problem with. People who take issue with something without actually understanding what it's about. That's what I have a problem with. Now, you would think that I wouldn't have to provide a definition for that word, but it seems that I do. And, you know, I just see people using words just however they want, taking words however they want. And really, we have words for a reason. They have definitions for a reason. Those definitions may change over time. You know, it's like when you read Shakespeare. Sometimes you go, what the hell is he saying? And that's because it was written, like, 500 years ago. And the English language has evolved since then. Now, if it's not exactly 500 years ago, I apologize, okay? Not up on my Shakespearean history. I'm ignorant! I'm ignorant! But this is really pissing me off, because also the other day I saw a video by someone who will remain unnamed, who basically, his arguments against veganism had been rebutted. And someone had provided him with a definition of the word sentient. He came back and said, "Oh no, I didn't mean the dictionary definition of the word sentient. I meant the science fiction version of the word sentient," and started talking about Star Trek. Like, we have words for a reason, please, people. But what I wanted to say was, like, I'm not being a hypocrite. I seriously, I'm not. Everyone is hypocritical about some things. Everyone is ignorant about some things. But I'm not being a hypocrite on this, because I do a lot of research, because I'm a freak. And, I look at every side of the argument. It's like before, you know, in the process of going vegan, like, obviously my first concern was, is it even possible? You know? So I did a lot of research, and I tried to look at things from both angles. I really, in a way, I wanted to find evidence which said that it wasn't possible. I mean, I guess, like, you know, no one really wants to make sweeping changes in their life. You know, it's inconvenient. But, I couldn't find it. And the only real sources I found that provided any kind of sort of scientific medical basis for being against veganism were not actually talking about veganism as, you know, most people practice it. They were talking about natural hygiene diets, which is like macrobiotics and the living foods diet, which is not what most vegans eat. So I looked for it. I couldn't find it. So then obviously my second thing was, well, you know, how much, you know, obviously I'd seen Earthlings, and it's horrific, right? But I was like, well, you know, how much do animals suffer? What are non-human animals like? You know, so I did lots of research on that as well. And I found out that they do suffer. They do have feelings, you know. They're not the same as us. They're not, you know, like, don't have equal abilities in all areas. But, I mean, it's like, you know, a dog can smell and hear things that are either imperceptible to us or, you know, we won't smell or hear until it's really close, you know. Like, what about all those stories about what happens prior to earthquakes when animals, you know, like, you know, you might have like a dog chained in a yard or something and it's going crazy and trying to break from the chain, you know, and then there's an earthquake, you know. There are things that they are superior to us in, and there are things that we are superior to them in, you know. So it's not about, you know, we can't claim absolute superiority over animals. We can't claim they don't have feelings. We can't claim they don't suffer. You know, none of those arguments are valid. I had a look. But as I said, I'm always open to alternative arguments. I'm always open to new information, you know. And I am saying it.
Just say, like, to all the fucking people that keep harassing you for absolute bullshit, that they're a bunch of wankers and they should shut the fuck up because they don't know what they're talking about.
No, but they shouldn't shut the fuck up. That's the thing.
They should.
Because that's what they're telling me. They're telling me to shut up because I don't agree with them, and I don't think that's not how it should go.
Yeah,
you know.
The point is, it's like if you're gonna be a dick and not actually like learn about what you're talking about, then shut the fuck up.
Well, okay, all right, I'll go with that.
You're just gonna watch someone's video on veganism
And troll them.
Learn nothing else about the subject, and then you're just gonna like harass them about it. You should just tell them to shut the fuck up. Like.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, right? I'm like perfectly willing to listen to alternative points of view and take in information from different sources. You know, I welcome debate. I like debate. Feel free to debate with me. Ask me tricky questions, whatever you want. It's great, fantastic, awesome. You know, and anyone who has actually debated with me on here, who's maybe like a subscriber or someone, will know that that's the truth. Like, I don't start, you know, insulting people and saying stupid shit because I've lost my fucking... Oh, what's the word? You know what I mean? Like, I've lost my train of thought. I don't have any more evidence, so you're a pee-pee poo-poo head and I hate you and you're ugly, you know? Like... Yeah, that's it.
A decent fucking argument.
Yeah. But I mean, that's my whole point. If you want to debate with me, that's awesome. But present me with real evidence. Don't just say things like humans die if they don't eat meat, because thousands and millions of vegetarians over time have proven that's not true, you know? Yeah. I'm annoyed. I'm really annoyed. I'm so annoyed with people. And these are the very people. These people are the ones going around saying that humanity is the most superior form of life on Earth, and they can't even do any of the shit that they're saying is the reason why humanity is superior. Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying before, superior how?
How are you superior?
How?
Well, no.
Define terms.
How are we superior? I mean, we can't like coexist with anything on the planet without completely raping and destroying.
Hang on, I have to hear this.
What?
No, say it.
What? Well, let's like we can't like coexist with anything that lives on the planet. Therefore, we're kind of not good. Like, I mean, you know, like, we can't coexist peacefully with anything that exists, and we just modify our environment continually and destroy it. That's not an example of a species that's thriving. argument, and people are crap in comparison to animals which live peacefully in nature, in balance, in an ecosystem.
Okay, so Jamie believes that animals are, like, superior to humans in their ability to live in peace and harmony with their ecosystem. I agree with that. Anyhow, point of video is... Ah! Why are people so infuriating? See ya!